What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So today I want to do a video about why I think DTC can go to $1,000 plus per coin. So that might sound kind of high. Well, if we just look at the math, I like to back this by math. So let's see where that kind of would bring us. So I'm gonna just take up my other or my Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra here, and very cool phone. Let's just run some math. So if we take $1,000 per DTC coin and there's only 4 million, that puts the market cap at 4 billion. So do you remember Steam? Do you remember what Steam was? Let's let's open up CoinGecko here and let's go look at Steam's all-time high. So I'm gonna put in Steam cryptocurrencies. It's at almost 18 cents at the moment. But if we look at all-time high, so the all-time high was $8.19. So let's do some basic math over here. So $8.19. Now, how many coins should we take? Let's take 250 million coins. If we just take 250 million coins, we are at $2 billion market cap. Now, if you take $2 billion divided by 4 million coins, as DTC has, that would be $500 per DTC coin. If we would take the relative high of, if you take the relative high of the Steam, if DTC would have a similar like all-time high, that would be $500 per DTC coin. Now remember that the DTC pump, or no, not the DTC pump, I mean like the Steam pump, it was with the worst product. It's not as good as Avalon blockchain. The voting system is horrible, like the voting power system, horrible. The content created, it's not really designed for mass production of amazing content, because blog content is not, it's like lower throughput or something, I guess you can call it, because video takes more data, and video has been the major success the last 10 years with YouTube. So it hasn't been blogs. Like blogging is kind of like 2005. So Steam is kind of like, you have fairly interesting technology, but you're the content that you're putting there is like 2005 content. While with Avalon blockchain, instantly you move towards video, you're focusing on high throughput content, I guess you can call it, which has massive value and that has like real audience, like so many people clicking on YouTube videos and watching it, and that you can share YouTube videos. Pretty amazing. So you already from the start with the Avalon blockchain, you focus on amazing content. So you already have solved the content thing. Same as I've talked about in the past, one major problem I felt with the Steam blockchain was there was never any content to vote on, because most content kind of sucks. With the Avalon blockchain, you can go 100% votes, or you could store up voting power, and also limitless monetization. This means that content creators, they can put something up and some other guy can come and vote on it later, way later, which is kind of cool. It's not this like 7-day year 2005 kind of thing. So you always have content to vote on, like super high quality content. Something that Steam just never had. It never had that throughput of like massive amounts of value always coming in. And that makes it so people mainly is focusing on can we write some kind of cool comments and make that kind of valuable. But it kind of has fallen through. It has kind of failed in many ways, because if you go look at Hive or Steam, the comment section, they almost have barely any rewards. So it kind of has failed, that kind of thing. So it's very interesting. So why am I saying $1,000 plus per DTC? Well, because if it's already like 5 or 10x better kind of design and have better kind of content and it's way more mainstream friendly, that means it's already there from the start, like 5 or 10x better. Which means it would kind of put it at, if it would only be 2x better than Steam all-time high, that would already be $1,000 per DTC coin. But since it's way better, have a way better voting power system, have way better content creators and like real content creators, like daily loyalty, that basically makes it like a 5x or 10x better kind of system, which means that why you would probably be able to outperform the Steam performance by 5 or 10x, it kind of seems like. And that would kind of put it $1,000 plus per DTC coin. Now, I think it can do that, like for sure. I think it can do that, but because it's like real content creators, they would have a massive rewards to just hold coins and truly hold coins. It wouldn't be as with Steam and Hive, where people mainly is usually not real content creators and it's usually not very consistent. So it's very, very different. Like those kind of creators or those kind of people, they have way less incentive to kind of hold those coins. And they also have way less incentive to kind of hold those coins because they're not whales. Like none of the new guys that are coming into Steam or Hive, they're not whales. Like they're just like small guys that doesn't even have any power or will ever have any any relevant power. So it's kind of weird with Steam and Hive system how it works with the voting system. People don't even care to vote because it feels so pointless. Even if you have $200 of kind of tokens or $300 or $500, it feels like your votes are kind of meaningless and pointless because they bear no weight. While with the way Avalon is kind of working is if you are voting on an hour where not that many people are voting, you get exponential rewards. And this is something that you cannot get with the way Steam is designed. And also how you can't you also have other weird things, how people can remove people's rewards on Steam and Hive, and this is something that you cannot do with the way I at least can see how DTC at the moment is kind of working. So it's really interesting. So $1,000 per DTC coin, for sure I can see that very, very easy happening, because it's like so DTC already is 4.5x more scarce than Bitcoin, and if I look at the Bitcoin community and like the people say that the Bitcoin performance has been amazing over 10 years, actually it has not been that amazing. It got a small little revival here in 2017, but 2014, 2015, 2016, like the performance was horrible. It was like super lame and like no adoption. And just because it got this tiny little bit of revival in 2017, it got this new hype and FOMO train of people coming in. But those guys have already forgot about that this was already kind of failed in 2014, 2015, and that it kind of seems like something like DTC is just more intelligent because it actually can be it actually can put crypto in people's hands, mainly because content creators are whales, and content creators are usually very generous because they understand this idea that you're giving massive value and you have many fans and you kind of want to give your fans some kind of coins. And it's so easy with DTC because they only need to have a DTube account and they can earn from curation, which is kind of cool, man. I like how it kind of can empower the little man a little bit more than what Bitcoin ever could do. And yeah, you use better whales, way better DTC whales than like the top Hive whales. So for sure, I think that it for sure can go $1,000 plus per coin, and and that can play out the same way as kind of like this hex thing has played out, where So you get this amazing performance, right? 100x, super fast. And then people kind of feel like new guys, they kind of forget that there's still like massive opportunity, or like, yeah, new guys that come in and see Hex right now, they kind of feel that there's no opportunity left, while there's actually still massive opportunity, because it's basically Bitcoin but trustless interest. So you always can like print your own value with a smart contract, which obviously there's a market for, because the way the banks are doing it at the moment kind of sucks, right? They're not giving anything to anyone almost, or yeah. So yeah, it's really really interesting, I think, to follow Avalon blockchain and kind of see how this can play out. DTC coin, truly truly fascinating, because the way the DTC airdrop is kind of the guys that are getting the DTC airdrop is either hardworking people or like amazing curators. So it's really, really interesting to see kind of how that's going to play out as well. But yeah, I for sure think that it can go $1,000 per coin, mainly because all of the other stuff in this industry kind of sucks, and they're not focusing on video. All those other projects, which I don't understand, because video plus token, like a main chain focusing on video, it seems like it has such a big market, right? Because YouTube is like big, so why wouldn't YouTube be able to become huge with their DTC coin? Yeah, that's what I want to talk a little bit about. Have a great day, DTube and Steam blockchain. Bye bye.